Good evening and welcome to Wednesday night. Once again, I had the wrong opening, but that's okay. Let's get rid of that. So for next week, we don't have the same issue. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully, yes, but we've got people coming in. So let's quickly just say some highs. Hey, Mum. How you going? Hey, Anita. Sorry, honey. I know I said that wrong completely. Hey, Jamie Lee. How you going, hun? And we have Amy. Hey, Amy. Hey, Tiffany. And the gorgeous Nat. Hey, Nat. How are you, hun? All right. I know I am running a little late tonight. Hey, Joanne. How are you? Um, Cheryl is coming in here as well. Excellent. Beautiful. So we have Amy and Sky. I will get to questions very shortly. Just some housekeeping. I do ask people to make sure that they keep their questions direct rather than general. If you would like a card, hashtag card, and I will pull one of my Inner Soul Guidance Oracle cards that Deb and I had published last year. Hey, Diane. Did I say hi to Lena? Hey, honey. And Tamara is also here as well. So lots of people coming in. Good to see. Please do hit the share button. Invite your friends and family to join in as well. As I asked, please do keep your questions direct. If you would like a card, hashtag card, and I certainly will get through to that. If you have a subject that you would like us to talk about or would like some information on, whether it's to do with intuition, it's to do with the universal energy that's crazy at the moment, things going on in the world, whatever. Please do put it there in the comments as well. And I certainly am happy to engage in conversation as well. Now, please do be patient for those wanting readings. We have our beautiful members down in the green room at the moment. They do get first priority as they're part of my Inner Circle membership. So they'll get to come up on screen and ask questions, or ask a question, I should say, and Spirit will draw me to where I need to go in the questions as well. So just saying hi to Amy. Beautiful. And we've got some people asking for cards. How's your week been? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what it is that you have been feeling with this crazy in heightened energy at the moment, because there are a lot of energies stirring at the moment, in the sense that some of you might have heard me explain over the last few years. I feel like there's two groups of energy, different vibrations. So you've got the higher vibration that are out to, make the world a better place, sitting in that loving light energy, have are determined to make change. And then you got the lower vibrational energies. So you're sitting up on, 5D energy up here, and down here you're sitting on like a 3D energy is probably the best way I can explain it. And those people on the lower vibrations are those people quite often that are in the negative mindset. They struggle to move forward. They could be stuck in the victim type energy, and that sort of thing. People that need others to help them to make change, all that sort of energy. Okay. Over the last couple of years, with everything that's gone on in the world, I've seen those two energies sort of align themselves more on an even playing field, because we've been stripped back basically to the basics of everything. So with what's happened over the last 2 years, it's kind of like all those things that empower us and whatever else you want to call it, do that sort of equalizing out type of feeling. So what I'm noticing at the moment, those people that are in the higher vibrational group energy are struggling a little bit at the moment. So it's like we're being tested, sort of thing. It's like things are coming up to challenge us, to see how we are going to move forward. Are we going to go back into old habits? I will get to the card shortly, guys, so just be patient, okay? So Deborah's feeling very disturbed at the moment. Yeah, very unsettled. Yeah, and a lot of those people in the higher vibrational group are feeling very unsettled, a bit unsure. Feeling out of whack is probably a good way to put it, because this energy is stirring up at the moment. But what is going on is, on a soul deep level, it's moving massive stuff. It's moving the stuff that we have held on to for decades, even lifetimes, sort of thing. So this stuff goes back into past lives, and upbringing and whatever else in this lifetime to wherever we are today. But it's like we're cleansing. We're needing to let go of that energy, let go of what no longer serves a purpose. And when we do, we're going to move through and accelerate very quickly. All right. So this year is going to be a massive year for a lot of people, and people are going to notice as they're doing the work on themselves, we are going to go through massive changes. And the more work we're doing on ourselves, the sooner we're going to go through that side of it. All right. So all that work you've been doing for years, the dreams, all that stuff that you've been working on is coming to a head this year, but it's like we're needing to move it. So Tracy's saying, my week has been exhausting, and I hope yours has been treating you well. That doesn't surprise me, honey, that you are exhausted. We had my husband's 50th birthday party on Saturday. Now, I didn't drink, but I might as well have, because I felt hungover for days afterwards. But it's kind of like it took it out of me. Not that I had to do a great deal for it, because we went to a pub, so to speak, and they catered for it. But just being around people and being there for 7, 8, 9, it was probably 9 hours. It was a very long day, but it's like we're not recovering as well as what we used to in that sense, because this energy is really heightened. All right. So Tamara's saying, my week's been exhausting with many emotions coming through, but after my hypnosis yesterday, wow. Beautiful, honey. So it moves some really deep stuff. I love it. And that's the thing, like, we are having emotions coming up. I know for myself, probably nearly 2 weeks ago, I did a meditation, which was an alignment, but it was also a clearing as well. And it kind of reset things in me. And for nearly that whole week, I felt very emotional. And it was like, I didn't know why, but it was a shift. So a lot of the time when these emotions are coming up, it's like a shift that we're going through. It's helping us move that stuff and letting go of it. Okay. Sky is just saying, yes, out of whack is a perfect way to explain how I'm feeling. I've been better using my voice. Well done, honey. For things that are too much, but I'm emotional, cannot talk about things that do not serve me. So, honey, if you can't talk about that stuff, put pen to paper, write it down. Okay. So you can do what you want to do with it. You can destroy it. You can date it and keep it and look back. You might find if it's stuff that you need to say to somebody, but you can't say it, or you're not being heard in the way you want to be, write them a letter. Doesn't mean you have to send it. Like I said, you could destroy it, because when you take it from here and you put it on that paper, put pen to paper, it's a release. It's letting go. Now, can I highly, highly recommend to people, when the emotions come up, let them flow. You might not understand what they're about or why. You don't need to know. Okay? Sometimes we just don't need to know. We just need to move that energy. All right, so that's really important as well. Okay, Sarah says, hey, beautiful, hope you're well. Hope your hubby had a great birthday. He did, thank you, and I'm doing okay. Thanks, honey. I'd love any messages from my guides. All right, we will get to those shortly. Sarah says, hi, Leanne. Lovely to see you. Yes, we'll get the cards. Mum says, Dad and I have been feeling exhausted and not doing much. That's the thing. We seem to be so drained, and it is on a deep level. So it really does make me wonder what is coming energetically. I was just having a conversation with my 18-year-old daughter because, like a lot of you know, that we had that earthquake here that started in Mount Barker Sunday morning. Apparently, there was another one, I don't know, 3:45 this afternoon, but it was only a 2 point something. But apparently it went through, and a lot of people reported it to be like a heavy gust of wind. I must admit, I think I sat on the lounge and I closed my eyes for a little bit and I didn't notice it. But that was the thing. I was tired. So we need to nurture ourselves. But it's even like the Mother Earth is restless at the moment. So there are so many shifts going on. You look at all the flooding and everything that we are experiencing here in Australia. And my heart goes out to all those that are affected by that. And please, those in the areas that are still getting the rain, do what you can to stay safe. Make wise decisions before it's too late is what Spirit just said. I'm like, okay. So I don't know who that's meant for, but yeah, and there is a lot of unsettled energy at the moment. Hey, Jessica, into my second week of home ISO, 3 boys and hubby. Wow. Hopefully you've all only got it very minor and that your recovery is speedy, honey. Sky says, I have a group up this weekend. I'm dreading it because I feel I cannot be around energies that don't align with mine after being in hospital for a few weeks ago. It was really, so it's just gone off my screen, really shifted the way I view relationships around me and made me reevaluate. Perfect, honey. Now, I know myself, I am in that same situation. We do need to let go of those people in our lives that no longer serve a purpose, that are energetic vampires is probably a good way to put it, those that don't align themselves with us, because so many people are going through a lot of evolving, raising their vibrations at the moment. And when you are not surrounding yourself with like-minded people on the same sort of vibration, you are going to find the challenges are coming up. The blocks are there. You're going to feel like you're on that emotional, mental, physical roller coaster where it's ups and downs all the time. And I noticed earlier in the year that because I have fibromyalgia, that when my fibro plays up, I know how to manage it. I know how to get back on top of it. And if I push myself too much, that's on me. But it just seemed like when my fibro was flaring up, I was not recovering in the way that I should, sort of thing. So it's like it took me a few weeks to realize that it was the people I was around. It was the negativity that constantly was keeping me down in that sense, because we do take on that stuff. Now, in saying that, some people don't realize what they are putting out. All right. I call them energy vampires, and it probably does sound a little bit harsh, but it really is like they pull on our energy, whether they mean to or not as well. And it really is about learning how to protect our energy. And that is something that we constantly need to be aware of and be working on as well. Lara, hey honey, how you going? So I reckon you could be new here. Let me know if you're new, guys, watching, because there's a couple of names here that I don't recognize from previous shows. And if you are new, please hit the follow button as well if you're coming through My Time TV, or if you're coming through Leanne Winston Psychic Medium, hit the follow button there at the same time, because we are cross-posting to a few different pages. So Tracy says, we're looking forward to seeing you in Renmark in a few weeks. Hey, honey, I'm looking forward to coming to Renmark too. I always love the beautiful souls that we see out there as well. So that's, I think, about the 25th to the 27th of March. And if you are in Renmark, and it's a good reminder, thanks, Tracy, I look forward to meeting your mother-in-law too. But we So if you are in Renmark, and please share with your friends that we're coming, because I know I haven't pushed much with Renmark yet, and I need to get on to that. But I do have a few bookings, and I'm pretty sure Roz still does as well. So, all right. Hey, Vicky. How you going, honey? Just a reminder, Sky says my mum has that too, fibromyalgia. Yeah, it's not fun, is it, hun? Nisha is here. Hey, honey. Okay, Sky's comment has repeated itself. That's right. Energetic vampires, they are great visual. We live next door to some of those. I love it. They're not much fun, honey. Lara is new. Beautiful, honey. Welcome. Good to see you. So, Jess, and this goes for everybody, if you are dealing with negative people or people that pull on your energy, in your mind, see a mirror that has the reflective side facing them. So when they push that energy onto you, what you're doing is you're mirroring it back. So you don't have to take it on, and you don't need to give them the permission to pull on your energy as well. And then if people are too negative, cut the cords. Make that sound choice whether you need them in your life or not, and is it worth the struggle that you go through, the effect that it has on you. Okay. Selena says, hi, yes, we will get to readings very shortly, all right. So let me know what you are feeling in the comments with this energy, for those that have only just sort of jumped in as well. That's what I was going to say for my beautiful members in the Inner Circle yearly membership and the LWPM mini membership. Guys, ladies, check your emails, because you should have received an email this week from me with a link to a group. Now, as part of your membership this week, I have added the Inner Circle members group only, where I will be sharing information, tools and tips and different stuff on how to deal with things that are coming up. You may even find that I will come in and say, be aware, of this. The common factor in a lot of people is this, and different stuff like that. So I have also got another group that will be opening up sometime this week. I just need to finalize some of the copy in it, and that is going to be a free group for anybody to jump into. You don't need to be a member for that. Now, I think you could probably search it, but it's not quite finalized, and it is called the Epic Flow sort of one, and that's where I'm going to give people the tools and look at things coming up and how we can make change in our life and stuff like that. So I will let you know that group is designed to bring like-minded people together, but it's also a group that I will be marketing programs to as they come up as well. So that group is sort of set up to help people evolve and create that epic flow in their life, that transformational sort of side of stuff, but also be looking for people in those groups to take part in the programs that are coming up very shortly as well. And they're going to be the 6-week program that I kickstarted last week, and I've had such a good response with that. That still has, I've added another couple of spots to that. If people are interested in working one-on-one with me, maybe put Epic Life here in the comments if you are, and I can certainly reach out to you probably more so later tomorrow or early tomorrow morning before my appointment, and elaborate a little bit more on that program where we can work one-on-one and create that epic flow in your life, that transformational energy. So Katie's just saying, overwhelmed with lots extra shifts at work. Yeah, I think I did say to you, honey, I was picking up on it getting busier, didn't I? I remember having that conversation with you. So it's a good thing, hun, but just remember to nurture you through it. Okay, is the reference I get with that. And we have Kerry Ann here. Hey, honey, how are you? And Diane is commenting, Epic Life. Beautiful, hun. So if I don't get back to you tonight, actually, honey, would you like to inbox me on Leanne Winston Psychic Medium and let me know what your biggest challenges are at the moment and what you want to change the most, and we'll take it from there. All right. And I will be in contact with you tomorrow as well. All right. You're welcome, Katie. It's my pleasure, honey. And Kerry Ann's just asking for a card or two, please. All right. Let's get back into it. Let's quickly bring the beautiful Jen up and say hello to her. Hey, gorgeous. How you going?
Hi, good. How you going?
Good. All right. Let me check out what is going on here. My screen's not working properly again.
That's okay. You don't have to see me.
That's all right. We'll hear you, and I'll just turn my volume down a little bit as well. How's your week been, hun?
Yeah, not too bad. It's been busy. Been very, very busy. Yes.
Busy in a good way?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, it's not busy in a bad way, but I don't know. I went and got a PCR test today, so maybe I've caught the spicy cough.
Oh.
I don't know.
Not
I feel
fun.
fine. I think I look fine.
You look fine to me.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But no, doing some fringe things. Work's been busy.
Yeah.
Just the usual, really.
Ah, that's good. Yep. Keeping yourself out of trouble?
I think so. Well, never. I mean, I'm always in trouble. That's what makes life fun.
That's it. It's boring when we aren't in trouble.
Yeah. How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been exhausting, but at the same time, I feel like I've achieved a few things this week, which is good. So I kind of feel like I've got this new focus going on. So I am excited for what is to come with that, which is really good. So, and it's that shift of energy that's happening at the same time. So
that's good.
Yeah.
I love your hair, by the way. Is it a different color to what it usually is as well?
Yeah, it's gone through a lot of changes. It's actually getting straightened tomorrow, so chemically straightened, but I'm looking forward to it not being so frizzy. Thank you.
I've got a really random question for you.
Yeah.
I've said this before. When you do readings for people, do things ever come up that people don't necessarily want you to know? For example, and I can use this example because I don't have one, so you know it's not true. But like if I was cheating on my husband, do you sometimes pick up on things like that or not, because I block that energy from you being able to read that energy?
Yeah, well, it depends on the situation. I would say yes at times. Depending on what the purpose of it is. Okay. So for me, like when I sit down and read for people, I ask Spirit to give me what they need right there and then, and to move forward, and what they can handle and what I can handle. And so I sort of, because of working on cold cases and different stuff like that, it's kind of like I set my intentions with Spirit that they can only show me what I can disconnect from and handle in that sense, than not take it on in that way. So yes, depending on the circumstance and what is needed, what the message is to come through from that in that moment, sort of thing. So if it's going to help that person, guide them, whatever is needed, yes. Yeah. So
okay. All right.
I have no control over it. And saying that, it's also like Spirit knows best, sort of thing. So as much as, say, like you said, if I wanted to block that, because you might not want me to know, sort of thing, or to be put in that spot type of thing, if Spirit feels it needs to come up, it will come up.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And one thing I guess I pride myself in my readings is there is no judgment. So what comes up in a safe environment, but it's to help that person to grow, to move forward, sort of thing.
I mean, I guess so you're kind of saying that, like, for example, if I was cheating on my husband, who doesn't exist, but if I was cheating on my husband, then it might come up because there's an underlying issue, like I really have self-esteem issues or something, like, and if I actually just left him rather than just cheating on him, then that's for the higher good, for a better purpose. Is that What you mean?
Yeah, well and truly,
Yeah.
sort of thing. So, you know, that stuff will come up for a reason. And a lot of the time I find in readings, like I go back into triggers. What triggered that person to go down that track? What was it, trauma? Or, is it the lack in the marriage, the connection, the disconnect sort of thing between the two? And sometimes like you can help through talking the healing process in that side of it. In that situation, it could also be, helping that person to know it's okay to make a decision or know in their heart what they need
Yeah.
to whether, to stay in that situation or to make change with that sort of thing. So, I get a lot of people say to me, should I leave my partner? Should I do this? That type of thing. I can't make those decisions for people. I can only guide them in what I get coming up. And was like anything anybody does with information for a reading, it's up to them. It's their information for them to then make a decision on what they do with that information sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I know one day I had done a reading for a lady and I had her husband come to me and said, you advised my wife to leave. And I said, no, I didn't. I had her look at what the situation was and look at her needs, her wants sort of thing. And then she made the decision after leaving the reading type of thing.
Yeah. And I guess like a lot of people, they don't actually know what it is they want. Like they just kind of go along with life and they might not actually think about what makes them happy as opposed to, what is expected of them, what families or friends might be thinking of them and things like this. I was having a sort of similar conversation with a friend of mine about like judgment. Well, she was saying that she kind of feels a little bit judged by some of our mutual friends. And I was like, yeah, I kind of get the same vibe, but I just don't care. Probably because, I've gone through so much in my life and I know people are going to think what they're going to think. I can't stop that. And if I worry about that, then I'm not going to have room in my life to do anything else. So as awful as some things that I've gone through have been, it's been really helpful because it's made me stronger, because it's made me think about what it is that I want to do, and I just kind of do it, not in a selfish way, like not the people or anything like that, but just sitting back and thinking like, well, what's going to make me happy? What's going to be good? So
that's it. And that's the thing, does it really matter what other people think? I used to be one of those people that would worry about what others would think, even especially when I started putting myself out there as a professional reader and people asked what you did. It took me a bit to go, I'm a psychic medium. Now when they ask, it just rolls off the tongue. I don't even have to think about it. And I'm not guarded in that sense, because how they perceive that is up to them. And most of the time you get, oh, wow, that's interesting type of thing. And other times you get, oh, it's full of bullshit sort of thing. English helps, Bishop. But hey, thank you for your opinion. That's your opinion. I'm not going to push it on you. We can change the subject or we walk away from each other type of thing. So,
exactly.
And, my husband always says, if you're not talked about, you're boring. So if somebody is talking about you, you must be interesting in one way or another. Sort of thing. Katie's just saying it's a super cool job. Thanks, Katie. It's
certainly a conversation starter.
Sure, that's it. So, but and that's the thing. I think if we can align the world more in that loving energy and let go of the judgment, and accept that everything happens for a reason, it's how we move forward with that and what we learn from it. The world could be a very different place. So,
I think so too. I think that a lot of people judge things because they don't understand it, they don't know it. And I know I'm a very, very curious person. And so a lot of the times I will ask questions and people are like, oh, are you, taking the piss? And I'm like, no, I'm asking, like I'm genuinely curious. Like what I just asked you before. I was like, oh, do you pick up on this? Like blah, blah, blah. Like, because I'm genuinely interested. And I was like, oh, yeah.
That's it. And that's the thing, like, I don't get offended by that. sort of thing, because we learn by asking questions. We expand our knowledge, sort of thing. And, it comes back to like religion. I quite often find religious people can be very guarded when it comes to this side of stuff, is probably a nice way to put it. But, that's their beliefs. And I don't push myself onto those people. But at the same time, you want the respect back that they don't do the same to you.
Yeah.
Each to their own. We all have very different beliefs, different actions and whatnot. So we do what's right for us. So
I'm a big believer that I am happy. I respect everyone. They can do whatever they want as long as it's not hurting other people.
Yep.
But the minute that you start to push anything on me, that's when I'm gonna be like, ugh, I'm gonna back off, or like that's where I'm gonna go you. Like I'll respectfully be like, no, okay, I'm not interested. Because if I'm interested, I'll ask. But it could be, your health fund. It could be politics. It could be religion. It could be veganism. It could be the car that you drive is the best one. I don't care. If I'm interested, I will ask you. But if you push it down my throat, that's when I start to get a little bit, ugh.
Yeah, that's it. And I don't blame you. And I'm a bit the same, because I don't know how many times people ask me lately, how much money did you make? What do you earn? Does your job pay good? And stuff like that. And especially, catching up with family just recently with my husband's birthday, I think it came back to me like 3 times in one night. Does your job pay well? How much are you earning? And I'm like, excuse my French, but fuck's sake, what's it got to do with you? Type of thing. I don't go and ask other people how much they're earning or making or whatever sort of thing. And I just think people need to know where that line sits and that respect sort of thing, whether it's around finances, whatever sort of thing. So,
but I guess there could be probably a more respectful way to ask that, like to say like, oh, does that give you enough to live on? Like, like, because people probably don't know a lot about what you do.
Yeah.
I don't know. My relationship with conversations around money is a little bit more open. I think it's a very Chinese thing, because it is not unusual at all to go to a family get together and it's like, oh, you got a new job, how much does it pay? You bought a house, how much was it? Like, like how much did you earn at your old job? Oh, so this is better or worse? Or I remember I ran into a family friend, so one of mum's friends, one of my aunties, and she drilled me for like 20 minutes. I was on the bus with her and I couldn't get on, like it was an express bus, and for 20 minutes I just got rapid fire questions. It's like, oh, so do you have a boyfriend? Do you like white guys, or do you like Asian guys? Does your brother have a boyfriend? No, does your brother have a girlfriend? He was with that other girl for a little while. Does he still like her? Does he still live at home, or has he bought a house? He's bought a house. Where was it? How much was it? Or how did your mum help him pay for it? Like blah, blah, blah. Like everything. And I just sat there and I was like, I don't know how to answer these diplomatically.
That's it. You need to do what I do, because I have an auntie that does that, and my mother-in-law used to be like that as well. And I don't know where it came up, but it started as a joke, and it's like, okay, a few questions in, I'm hitting the buzzer. Brr, 20 questions are up. No more. Your limit's done. Sort of thing. And I do to my auntie on the phone sort of thing. Like I'll be with mum and she rings her and she's like, brr, brr, brr. Like 20 questions are up. That's it. Because it's question after question after question sort of thing. And, I know people mean well. It's when they take that information and they gossip.
Yeah.
That's what really drives me nuts. So, and I think, well, why do you need to know that stuff?
Yeah.
Is it because you're interested, or is it you just need something to talk about?
But I think things like money is salacious because it's kept a secret. Like I know that in a lot of cultures it's a lot more open. And actually I was talking to my friends about this, about how if we're a little bit more open, it can help to level the playing field for, how there's like the gender pay gap and how women are often paid less than men and whatever else. Like if you're not open about what you make, and if men aren't open about what they make, then you're never going to know. Like it plays into the hands of the bosses. Like I had a friend who, she went for this job that she'd been acting in that job for like ages, for about a year. And then they asked her, they said, oh, will you apply for it permanently? She found out what the guy that is in the same position was making. And so she went along and they said, oh, what are your salary expectations? And she said, oh, well, I know, Joe is on this much, so I would expect the same. And they said, oh, no, but Joe negotiated a good contract, and we've got a pay freeze on, and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, there is no way that I'm going to come into this job new and accept less. I think it was like $20,000 a year less. And I was like, it's just ridiculous. So ridiculous.
That's it.
Unless he had been willing to talk about it, she'd have no idea.
That's it, exactly. In those situations, see, we've found in the past, and it depends on, every situation is different. Absolutely. Sort of thing. 100%. And the people that you surround yourself with, because like when we had our business for 10 years and was earning really good money, it's kind of like we've seen a lot of the green-eyed dragon come out, the jealousy sort of thing in people. And it's like, well, we've worked our asses off to get that. But you see people treat you differently as well. So, but, that also, and this is a good reminder for everybody, look at the people that you surround yourself with. A successful person, and this isn't my words, this is something I heard somebody else say through social media. A successful person will always congratulate and support another successful person. Where when you get that lower vibration, that's where you get the jealousy that comes out and stuff like that. So, that is where we need to move forward, to be able to surround ourselves with like-minded people that will lift us and support each other. Sort of thing. So, 100%. And that's a good reminder. Katie's saying exactly. Beautiful. Thanks, Katie. And that's a great reminder with what's going on in the universal energy and the shifts that we are going through at the moment, that we need to nurture ourselves. We need to lift ourselves, sort of thing. And we got to do it with the right support.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Did you have a quick question, hun? Because we could keep talking all night about this stuff.
Sorry, taking up all your time.
That's all good.
I think maybe tomorrow. So I think I told you I applied for 2 jobs.
Yes.
One I was meant to have an interview for yesterday, but they have postponed it until Friday, which is fine. But the other one I haven't heard anything from. It'll be, well, it was 2 weeks yesterday. So I think I might give them a call.
I would. Touch base with them, sort of things. So I just get there's lots going on, and it's the feeling like things are just dragging, getting, distractions, that type of thing. So give them a call, put yourself in front of them.
I'm trying not to be defeated about. I don't get a great feeling about this one, because I think it's just a little bit out of my reach. But I'm just like, look, you just got to go for it, and you can't.
Exactly.
I can't get. I know that if I think that I'm not going to get it, then I'm definitely not going to get it. So I need to think like, no, I've got a chance.
Well and truly. So, and it's sitting in that energy. And you know what? It's the old habits, the old structures where we go back into that defeated mode. I did it the other day. I had a moment sort of thing, and I'm like, oh my God, I did all this work and it really flowed and it went really well and successful. And then something turned it around for a moment, and I'm like, oh, Leanne, why are you bothering? And then I think for a second, I questioned my own self-worth. And I went, stop that. This isn't you. This is the old you. Type of thing. People were interested, people got involved, and people want what you're offering, type of thing. So don't take one slight knockback that really wasn't a knockback to heart, sort of thing. And it's breaking those patterns.
It's good advice. I know that when I saw the ad, I was like, oh, there's no way. Like, what is this? And then my friend encouraged me to apply. And so I started doing the application. I was like, actually, I fit quite well in this. And then so I got like a bit of a boost. But then and it was probably an automatically generated email. But as soon as I put my application in, the next day I got an email back saying, like, thanks for your interest. We had a lot of applicants, and we won't be getting a hold of everybody, blah blah blah. And when I saw that they had like a lot of applicants, I was like, oh, okay, that's good. But then it's probably automatically generated, like everyone says that.
Oh, exactly. That's it. And I love what Katie's done here, and like, congratulating you on getting the interview, because that's
Just
a
one,
huge achievement.
Just one. I've applied for 2. I've only had one so far. Offer of an interview yet.
So far. Yeah.
Yes.
But it is really about looking at the positives. Sort of thing. So hang in there, because I still get the feeling it's going to have a good feeling to it.
Okay. All right.
Excellent. Good to see you, huh?
You too, even though it was a bit weird because I'm just looking at myself, but that's weird.
I know. It's strange. It'll be interesting when I bring Dee up in a sec if the same thing happens. Changes in the technology.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Lots of love. Bye, hon.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Beautiful. So let's bring Dee up, and then we'll quickly have a chat, and I will answer some questions then. So let me unmute you. Let me start video. I don't know why that's coming up. Just let me refresh my page and let's see if that happens, if that helps. All right, won't be a sec. Reload. All right. Doesn't look like it helped. Obviously, Be Live are going through some changes still. I've got new things on the back of the screen, so I would say things are changing. How are you, ladies?
We are good. I made it to Cairns.
Yay! Beautiful.
And I got to be with this girl.
Hey, honey, how you going? Lovely to meet you.
Yes, this is Nikki.
Wonderful. So you had a safe trip?
It was great. We upgraded to sleeper.
Yes, nice.
So lucky we did. We were on the train for
too long,
20 hours.
Oh, my goodness.
Because there was a heat wave outside between Townsville and Cairns, and the train had to slow down to 40 k's an hour.
Are you kidding?
No, wow. It was 40 degrees outside the train and 60 degrees on the lines above.
Right. Yeah, wow.
So they had to slow us right down.
Yeah, so they're not creating fires and different stuff, sparks.
No.
Hot sparks and stuff.
But it was good because we got spoiled.
Oh, nice. As long as you're comfortable and not jammed up type of thing.
No. We were in sleepers, which is sort of like A grade and
first class.
First class. So we got our meals and we got spoiled, and
lovely.
It was really, really nice.
You got to be spoiled at times, don't you?
I know. And now I get to spend time with her.
And she's spoiling me. I have dinner when I get home.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I went on strike today. I'm not cooking. So it was like shopping.
I know. Coming home from work to dinner, cooked and on the table. It's even better, but it's even better when I put it back on the train on Sunday.
It won't be the same on Monday when you got to cook your own food.
I know. That's when her hubby takes over.
That's when she's going to train hubby how to cook dinner.
Oh, okay. It sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, I know, right?
So how do you want my husband would say?
I've been told quite politely I can stay till Sunday, but no longer.
Oh, okay.
That's fine, because I want to get home, because Kiara's gone to hospital with, she had blisters from a bite that turned into sores.
Oh.
So she went up to the hospital, and then my husband got hurt at work today, so he went up to the hospital.
Oh, I hope he's okay.
I'm like,
what is it with hospitals when you're not there?
I know, he got a fragment of metal went in his chest, but they got it out. It was only like a little speck that they had to dig out.
Yeah.
So but he's all right, and I'm like, I'll come home if you need
me. He's like, no, stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said stay. I said, okay, I'll drop her off.
I love it. Just a reminder, guys, we do have a scammer in the comments just popped up asking people to inbox them. Please don't, because they harass you. They take your credit cards and whatever else. So,
I got one beside me.
scammer.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. At least she's
So,
in front of
yeah.
you,
But
not, you know,
she's got a
pretending to be
question
somebody
for you
else.
tonight.
Yes, what would you like to ask, Han?
Me and hubby are hoping to buy a house this year. If everything goes to plan, will we successfully be approved for a mortgage this year?
Look at August. So to me, I feel like the focus is more around August, around that side of it. So yes.
Yeah, around August. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So the eighth month is where I'm being drawn. So it is very much August. So I get yes with that. Keep that positive focus of what you're working towards.
Yeah. We are. We're trying to bring everything, get rid of all those stupid Zep pays and all of those, get rid of all of it, which is proving very difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm no financial advisor, but some of those things can actually help your credit rating rise.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So, I read somewhere the other day, you're better off to keep something open and keep it active and keep it minimal, sort of thing, because it helps push your ratings up.
Yes and no. We had something where, so I haven't applied for anything. We haven't done anything. We've kept everything to a little. The last thing I did was literally back in July last year, where we got my car because my last car had a high interest rate so that it wouldn't affect the next loan. And somehow or other, my credit rating went down 300 points because apparently one of them's Latitude, which is through like the Good Guys.
Yeah.
When I got the fridge through it, I went back and got a dryer on the same card that I had. And when I got it, it applied for more credit. So it put a stint on it and it dropped my credit rating 300 points.
Oh, wow.
So now I'm in a red zone, so I can't apply for anything until that goes up to a green point.
Yeah.
So some of them I've got to get rid of.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I'm in a red point.
Yeah, I think every sort of thing needs to be looked at differently because they all work very differently.
Yeah.
So have you spoken to a mortgage broker yet to see where you need to be at?
They won't deal with me until I raise the credit score.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So at least they're sort of giving you an idea of where you need to be at.
Yeah.
To sort of happen. A financial advisor should be able to help you on how to raise it too, like give you ideas with it.
Well, they do keep saying stop applying, and I'm like, well, I'm not.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help me either, because when you're not applying.
So is something showing up on your credit rating then that is showing that there's been...
Yeah, well, it says that I've applied, but what's happened is when I've repurchased something else, it says that I've applied because it's a repurchase on the credit card that's on there. So it's gone down as a reapply, even though it's a repurchase.
Yeah, they get you in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. But yeah, look at August. So to me, the focus is very much going to be around that in August.
Oh, that's a good sign then. Really good sign.
Excellent. Well, all the best with it. How exciting.
Can you still see Bryce getting that job from the council?
Yes, I got a yes with that straight
so
away.
He'll get a phone call soon?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I've got butterflies in the tummy over it.
Yep. Oh, that's usually for me is a good sign.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Yeah, keep that focus. Stop pushing it. Beautiful. All right, ladies. Well, good to see you, and you have a safe trip home on Sunday. If you make it that long.
I will, as long as there's no flooding this time.
That's it. You'll be all right. No.
There won't be.
See, look, intention's set. Getting mum home safe and sound.
Okay. On that train home.
Love it. All right, ladies. Well, you take care and good to see you.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye. I'm waving goodbye, but nobody can see me. Oh, look, now it works. Oh, of course, you're going to love technology. All right, I know I'm just about out of time, but let me do some questions. My mum's just saying to you, hun, ring at Latitude and ask to drop the amount you can use. Okay, so you must be able to do that. Hey, Sandra, how you going, honey? I just want to say hello. I do have people I need to go back and say, please. Okay. I get there's a lot of love around you, and I feel I have a white dove around you at the moment, honey. So I don't know if you connect the white dove with Philip, but I just get that reference to around that. All right, let me scan back up, and wherever it stops, pardon me, is where I will start. All right. So a couple of these are just comments from discussions that we had. So Carrie Ann, hello, Leanne, would love a card or two, please, some guidance. All right, hun, I get there's a lot going on around you at the moment, and the card that has come out is the wings card, honey, and it is very much about spreading your wings. Spread your wings and take flight. There are no limitations. Pardon me. Do you carry energy around your stomach, honey? Because with your energy, all of a sudden I've got indigestion type of feeling with that. So I do feel like it's more around stress, holding on to energy in that sense. Okay. So the limitations that are there at the moment are those that you put on yourself. So I get the reference to the need to free yourself with that. Okay. So wishing you all the best there. Jess says, Mira, I love that. I will use Will, thank you. You're welcome, honey. And that's the thing. We can do that as often as we like. See that mirror in our mind, reflecting that energy back. I like to think we're giving them a dose of their own medicine. And sometimes if you push that energy back hard enough, you can see those people sort of quiver a little bit because they feel that energy coming back at them. All right. Jessica says, hi, lovely. How are you? I'm good, thank you. May I have a card, please? You may. The card that come out for you, honey, is the fire. Take control. Find that fire within you. All right. So dig deep into that soul energy. Look at what pushes you, what drives you at the moment, and sit in that energy. The determination is the reference I get with that one. All right. So all the best. Carrie Ann, I've done. Monique says, hi, Leanne. Lovely to see you. Definitely feel that something isn't right, and I am blindsided. Card, please. You're being blindsided. All right. So I always say trust your intuition, honey. So look at what is coming up and follow that gut feeling. Sorry, I laugh because you got the trust card. All right. And it's trust. It will all work out. Know the sun will rise in the morning and the moon will set in the evening. So trust your gut instincts. Trust your intuition. Put yourself first and protect your energy. All right. So wishing you all the best there. Tamara says, would love to know if Mount Gambier is the place I'll move. I get a yes with that. And to approximately when you see this coming forward, please. I am drawn around October with that, honey. I think it's going to take a little bit longer to make it happen than what you're expecting. But I do see October being a good month for you with that. Okay. Sky says, can I please have a relationship reading card? Thank you. Certainly, honey. All right. So helps if I lift one up. Infinity is the card that's come out. So the never-ending cycle to life. We learn and move forward on our journey. So look at the patterns that are coming up in relationship. You've done the hard work. It is behind you. It's now about stepping into that flow and allowing that flow to move through. All right. Trust and surrender. My 3 favorite words this year is, Spirit's been telling me I've got to get t-shirts printed up with trust and surrender on it. So that is something I will look at doing soon. Hey, gorgeous Ashley. How are you, honey? It was lovely catching up with you yesterday. All right, Vicky. Vicky, hey, everyone. Message for me, please. Let's pull you a card, honey. All right. you've got the heart card. All right. Offer the love, feel the love, be motivated by that love. And I get move into that heart space more, honey, and that magic will flow. All right. So all those things that you're trying to balance and make happen at the moment, when you're sitting in that loving, pure energy, you're going to see a lot of change come with that. All right. Laura, sorry, honey, I did jump over your thing there for a second. All right, I got told pull on that one. I'm dropping cards now. All right, honey, so you have the Lion card, and it's very much about sitting in that inner roar. So your inner roar empowers you. It's often it offers you strength to overcome the hurdles. So it's now time to find that voice, honey. Speak up and know you've got the strength to sit in that energy. All right, things will work out well when you do that. Okay. All right. Yeah, I do agree with that, Katie. There are times, depending on what the motive is behind that person's question, I do feel that can be quite rude too. All right. Okay, so let's just move past the scammers. I'm not even going to say anything about them. I was very tempted. Hey, Nicole. Hi, Leanne. Just want to know, will things at work get better for me? Yes, honey. Stand in your power, because I kind of feel like you waver a little bit at the moment. You're standing in your strength, and then you let yourself be pushed around by other people's energies. So I do get stand in your power, and things will get better. Okay. Hey, Karina. How are you, honey? All right, now let me see. So I'm just going past Chronosis. I think of taking a break from live streaming. Are you? You got to do what's right for you, hun. All right. Sometimes it can get overwhelming when we are on here all the time. I know I used to be every couple of days, and you just feel like that's all you're doing. So I've limited myself a little bit. But I am also making myself more available for my membership people and those that I'm working one-on-one. So it's more about showing up for them as well. All right, Sky, Leanne, could I please have a relationship reading? I've been single so long, sometimes feel I won't meet somebody. I get you need to open up your heart, honey. Allow that energy to flow in. And the card I have pulled for you, honey, is the bow and arrow. You are right where you need to be. Your direction is clear and you're on target. So what it is your monkey mind that is questioning that. Okay. Put yourself out there, honey. You've got a lot to offer people, but it's also about letting go of the past, the blockages, the fear, and allowing yourself to trust moving forward in a relationship too. All right. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Louise, hey honey. Hi Leanne, any messages for me, please? And because it's a general one, I'm going to pull you a card. And you've got the heart card, honey. Offer the love, feel the love, and be motivated by that love at the moment. All right. So find the passion in what you are doing. Okay. So wishing you all the best. Now I did speak to Sandra about the peace stuff around you, honey. All right. So I hope you're doing well. My mum's just saying she needed to do that for Dee's daughter. So it's a message for Dee's daughter that she needed to ring and have the amount lowered when they wanted to get a car loan. All right. Thanks, Mum, for sharing. Okay, Joe, you have the wheat, honey. So the card that it says it's time to plant the seeds for your growth. Sow the seeds you wish to reap and that you'll gain from that harvest. So look at what you're working on. Look at what your intention is that you're putting into it, and look at the benefits that and the ways that benefit you the most. All right. So wishing you all the best there. All right. So Vicky's asking for anything from Spirit, please. Okay. All of a sudden, as you ask that, honey, I've got pain to the head and I feel like I've got stroke or pressure to the brain type of thing with that. So, and I do feel like I have a female energy around that and an older energy with that. So a mother-like figure is the reference I get. I do feel this lady is a lot older in that sense, but I get a lot of wisdom with her, and I do feel that she presents herself in ways to you. So whether you see that movement out the side of your eye at times, or the white haze, all right? So I get the energetic haze with that as well. But I do feel that she is letting you know that she is very much around you, okay? There's a lot of love on the other side for you, huh? All right. Leanne says, can you see me getting a new car, please? Not just yet, but it will come. All right. So it's not, be patient, that P word that I hate. It will come. All right. It's just going to take some time. All right. Well, I might have to leave it there. There's just some thank yous here. You are welcome, Tamara, as well. Carrie Ann saying thank you. And yes, lately I've been having indigestion as using stress over small things. All right. Try to let go of it, honey, because it's not serving a purpose. All right. So I'm just going to split the deck for Lena. You've got the snake card, honey. Shed your skin. Prepare to heal and transform. You are always evolving. All right. So it's letting go of the past. It is very much about moving forward. Okay. So wishing you all the best there. All right. I know there's still a few comments in here. Lou saying I miss her terribly. Hey, Tom and Robin. How you going? It was good to catch up with you guys. We loved the time we spent together on the weekend. Nicole, you are welcome. Joe, you're welcome. Leanne, you're welcome. Also, Vicky, you're very welcome. And you too, Vicky. Two Vickies spelt very differently. Elena, you are very welcome. What I'm going to do is I am going to pull a card for people in general, because I know there is a few people here that I did miss. This is perfect. In the way of it, because conversations going on. I sit and talk too much. All right. So a general reading for everybody that didn't get a message that would like it is the third eye. Okay. And it is very much about trust your intuitions and acknowledge the guided words that come through from within. The knowing without knowing. All right. People's intuition is opening up and massive shifts are going on. We can't keep ignoring that. All right. So look at what's coming up, take note, acknowledge it in one way or another. All right. So I wish you all the very best with that all. And Tracy's sending love and light to you all. Leanne, take care. You too, honey. And I look forward to catching up with you guys very soon and hearing what your husband's been up to. All right. Hey, Ashley. And you're welcome, Sandra. Katie, you're welcome too. All right, so just what I have coming up, as we were talking about before, the 25th to the 27th of March, I am in Renmark with Roz. You can find more information in my events page with that and links to to our booking. Sorry, I got to laugh at that. There is a story behind that. We won't go into that, but Spirit told him he shouldn't have put the fence there to start with. We'll just leave it at that. There are booking links in the event for Roz and I, and we do have some availability at the moment. I do need to start pushing that in the Renmark area, so I'm sure they will fill up quite quickly. I have 2 more places for the Epic Flow 6-week program where people work one-on-one with me over the 6 weeks and have private access to me as things come up. We work through it. So if you're wanting to make shifts in your life, whether you're in business and you want to create that balance within your business, in your personal life, or you just want to attune yourself and have that transformational transformational shift in your life, in your personal life, the program would be for those people wanting to do that. So if you're not sure, you want more information, you can comment Epic Life or Epic Flow, like the beautiful, I think it was Diane did, and I will get back to those people either tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, and we can get started on that program really quickly. There will be another program coming up in 6 weeks' time for that, but I'm also setting up a 6-month one as well for people that want to make massive changes in their life and be supported on that journey. All right, gorgeous souls, will you take care? If you want to make a booking with me, I think I've got a couple spaces on Friday still available, and it's leannewinston.com/services for phone readings, emails, one questions, and Zoom readings. If you want in person, you need to inbox me, and I need to set that up manually for you as well. So also, for those that want to learn more about their intuition and develop that side of it, I do have my beginners level 1 class, beginners level 1 online course there as well, development course that you can work through at your own speed, and you can find that on my website under leannewinston.com/workshops. All right, well, you take care. Remember to nurture yourselves. It is a process where we need to constantly be putting ourselves first, bringing that alignment, that balance back into our lives. And when we have that, this is where the magic happens. If you are struggling at the moment and feel that you are constantly on that roller coaster, it means that things are out of alignment. We need to tweak things. We need to fine tune things to bring that balance back in. And I can certainly help you with that if needed. All right, gorgeous souls, sending lots of love out to everybody. And I look forward to catching you up on Friday night with Roz and I here on My Time TV at 8:30. Take care, stay safe, and see you soon. Bye for now.